Yes, good old TJ.
Konnichiwa! Nino Squad, Asia Boy Incog, back with another reaction video. And today for you guys, we are back on Death Battle channel. We are reacting to Avatar versus, what was it? Fullmetal Alchemist correctly? Yeah. So Aang versus Edward Elric. Avatar versus Fullmetal Alchemist. I know about both these characters. I watched both their series. I've completed both their series. Matter of fact, I completed the regular Fullmetal Alchemist and then like the Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, which is the actual Full Metal for Edward Elric. So I know about, like I said, I know about both these characters, and I watched both their shows. Avatar with all the books, which is the different seasons for the show and stuff like that, showing when he became Avatar, where he went to become Avatar, becoming friends with Zuko, Prince Zuko, and stuff like that. So yeah, like I said, I know about both these characters. Now the thing is, okay, before we begin into this, it's like now I just gotta think about it. What would be more effective, the elements from the world, the earth, and all that, or mutation, like doing spell mutation and making like your own stuff of like your own blade and things of that nature? Because honestly, I wonder if Aang can do that ability to take away his, well, because it's not really technically ability, but take his abilities away. I don't know. I think that's a whole different aspect or whatever for Edward. So we'll see Aang right now off that juncture, but I don't know yet. So let's get right into the video. So before we get to that, man, slap a like on this video if you guys like the Devil reactions. Share the video, share good stuff, Facebook, Twitter, etc. Also as well, hit the bell notification and also hit all when you do that, and subscribe if you're new. All right, let's get right into this. So
the elements make every aspect of the world we live in, and no average person can tame it.
It's funny that I never thought of this matchup, though.
Master them with a vengeance.
Like Aang, the Avatar.
And Edward Elric, the full-metal alchemist. He's Whiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Water.
Earth. Fire. Air. Yeah.
Heart.
Once the four nations lived in harmony, and some of their citizens could even learn to bend their nation's elements. But only the Avatar could master all four, and it's their duty to protect the balance between these nations.
And since there's always got to be an Avatar around,
Avatar
one is
welcome.
born whenever the last one dies.
But everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Attempting to conquer the other three nations, the Avatar would inevitably be their greatest obstacle.
Man, they'd even go after a kid?
Living among the air nomads, Aang was an energetic and dutiful 12 years old when he learned of his destiny.
Oh yeah, he was only 12, but because he was in the iceberg C6.
But
Yeah.
he totally wussed out, ran away from home, and got frozen in ice for 100 years. What the hell? That's not what I'd do if I found out I was an awesome elemental badass. I'd definitely find a way to make money off that.
Boomstick, he's 12. But running away actually saved his life, as the Fire Nation knew the next Avatar would be an air nomad and slaughtered them all in a horrific surprise attack.
But the poor kid wouldn't be stuck in ice forever. He was eventually rescued.
I heard on like the first like 5 episodes of the series too.
And saved
Crazy.
the world. And as an air nomad, he can really bend the wind to his will.
He can use air bending to create whirlwinds and tornadoes or slice through solid stone.
And he can fly. Whee!
Wee!
Flying Boomstick. What he actually does is manipulate air currents to fly. That's why he carries a glider, complete with snacks.
Oh, well, I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Whatever. If it looks like a duck and sounds like a duck, it's a duck. Or I guess, flying avatar guy.
But ducks actually can fly. Anyway, Aang can use air in pretty much every aspect of his life. Like for shields, increasing his speed, improving agility, adjusting his body temperature, and even focusing his breath to use as an attack.
After he learned waterbending from Paku and Katara, Aang can make whips, knives, and literal tsunamis. Hey, I can do that too. Just give me a pool and watch this cannonball fly. Does that mean I'm a waterbender?
Sure. Waterbenders can also manipulate steam and ice.
Just like how
Steam,
I,
ice,
the great
yeah.
waterbender Boomstick the Wet, will use my
No.
powers to swim
No.
through this frozen
No.
rock.
You
No.
what?
Yep.
No. Nope, Monster, nope.
You can be jealous.
Oh wow, I'm just bursting with envy.
Bending powers activate! Ha! Success!
Like airbending, waterbending requires a nearby source of water to use.
Why,
like
though?
A pond or a filled bottle. The same goes for earthbending, which Aang learned from his mentor Toph.
Earthbending is all about throwing rocks at people and a bunch of other cool stuff, like making walls and earthquakes and causing the ground to swallow you up.
And metal building too.
Kinda creepy, actually.
Last but certainly not least, Aang learned the art of firebending from his longtime rival, Prince Zuko. Unlike the other arts, firebenders can actually create fire to use at will.
Firebending is so goddamn powerful. It's even got the deadliest bending technique of all, shooting
Lightning.
Well, only the most advanced
Yep.
firebenders can cast lightning, which is usually an instant kill move. While Aang never learned the move itself, he has learned how to redirect it through his body.
But even after learning the 4 elements, Aang got to meet one last master bender.
Who taught him the art of manipulating a person's life energy, the purest form of bending.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about as far as Aang taking away Elric's ability
It brought peace
using
to the
that.
world at large.
Well, with that and with his super form, the Avatar State.
In the Avatar state, Aang's bending abilities grow immensely powerful. This is because the Avatar state lets Aang draw upon the power and wisdom of all previous Avatar incarnations. Though it is extremely risky, as dying while in the Avatar state ends the cycle of reincarnation permanently.
Why would he care if he's dead anyway? Whatever. The coolest thing about the Avatar State is it makes you glow, like this. Behold!
Yeah, but Aang doesn't want to kill, so I think because they didn't show that, I think that's gonna come back to hunt Aang.
Like right now.
My liver's processed way worse than this.
Well, with or without the Avatar state, Aang is plenty powerful. He has the ability to move gigantic stone columns and even carve canyons around an entire city.
Not only has he survived hits from earthbending kings and massive explosions, he threw this gigantic column of rock at the Fire Lord.
To get the column's mass, we compared Aang's height against it and determined it must weigh 9,500 tons.
Aang's super fast too. With airbending, he can run on water.
Which, given his size, requires a movement speed of well over 67 miles per hour.
He used airbending to block a giant column-destroying explosive attack from the best-named character on the show, Combustion Man!
And he direct lightning from the Fire Lord himself. Taking into account the distance between them and how far Aang's arm had to move to catch the lightning, he would have to react at least 155 times faster than sound.
He is pretty unused to violence, though. I mean, he's a vegetarian pacifist for crying out loud. But while he may seem like just a kid, Aang still saved the world and led it into a peaceful future. To him, bending is elementary.
If you want to be a bender, you have to let go of fear.
Alright, see what we got.
Alchemists of old once tried to turn lead into gold with not great results. But in the country of Amestris, the ancient science of alchemy is actually possible by using the Earth's natural energy to reshape the molecular structure of various objects.
And by drawing a circle thingy.
A transmutation circle, which most alchemists use except for the youthful prodigy, Edward Elric.
Oh, what a little badass.
Careful, Boomstick, he's a bit touchy about his size.
Hey, if I lost my mom like he did, I'd get mad at the little stuff too. But Ed and his brother Alphonse figured they could bring her back with alchemy. So
I forgot that Edward was 18. I forgot about that.
real fast. You know how people say they'd give an arm and a leg for something? Well, Ed literally did, and poor Al lost his whole body. Luckily, Ed managed to stick his brother's soul in a suit of armor. But still, yikes.
This horrible experience has forever marked the two brothers. No one is meant to transmute the human soul, and the boys were lucky just to escape with their lives.
But he got something good out of it, like super secret knowledge, including how to do alchemy without a circle thingy. He just has to clap instead. So, worth it?
With these
So dope.
abilities, Ed and Alphonse began their quest to restore
That is so dope, man.
Specifically, they sought the incredible power of a Philosopher's Stone, believing it to be their only chance. Eventually, Ed joined the military, and thanks to his amazing potential, he was named by the Fuhrer the full-metal alchemist.
What? Adolf Hitler?
Nah, it's just Bradley. He's okay. Until he isn't.
Spoilers! Also, since Ed lost a couple limbs, he got them replaced with automail, kinda like my leg.
Automail is made from incredibly durable metal, ranging from his original steel one, to a gas-powered one, to his best version consisting of a mix of aluminum and carbon. Apart from being durable metal prosthetics, Ed's automail limbs function just like normal ones. He can even reshape his arm as a weapon.
So he can turn it into swords and saws and stuff, increase its durability by hardening its...
Yeah, I was talking about it. Yeah, you can like just turn it to like a knife or something like that.
Many talents.
But at the end of the day, Ed's true talent lies not in sword fighting or umbrella holding, but the art of alchemy.
He can do all sorts of crazy things with all the elements. He can basically make anything he wants, like spears and shields.
So long as he follows the rule of equivalent exchange. Anything created with alchemy must have a source of equal value and cannot be made fundamentally different. For example, lead can be molded into a statue.
Yeah, equivalent exchange. Dang, man, hearing all this terminology just bring me back, man, to my childhood.
Well, comprehension.
Which means you gotta understand what the thing you're using is made of.
Destruction.
Breaking stuff down.
And reconstruction.
Putting stuff back together.
Ed is only limited by the materials at hand and his imagination. At his full potential, he can do almost anything. He can purify water, create ammonium gas from ammonium nitrate, repair entire houses, and transform a gun into a trumpet.
Don't you ever try and do that with any of my guns. Anyway, Ed's also learned alchemy, which does exactly what...
Well, Boom said I haven't done that from Wiz.
Oh, kaboom! Ed's used it to destroy stuff like automail, but it can also be used to explode people's heads!
Oh, Scar. Jeez. It was Scar, man.
Something like this
Woo!
on a molecular level.
Monkey.
Or you can just do that.
Anyway, with all of his abilities,
Idiot.
Ed has done some incredibly impressive things.
Not only has he blocked gunfire from a Gatling gun after it started firing, he's dodged a pistol from nearly point-blank range, and his automail arm even took a bite from a lion-headed chimera. It was totally fine.
Assuming this chimera has a similar bite force to that of a real lion, that means Ed's arm stood up to a force of 1,000 pounds per square inch.
He's created a gigantic cannon and then survived that cannon exploding while he was standing on it. And then he survived being on top of a huge boulder exploding too.
We can measure the boulder's explosion against Ed's size to get an approximate energy output. With a radius of 36 feet, this blast must have been equivalent to over 100 tons of TNT.
How's that for equivalent exchange, bitches? He also had an explosion that took out most of a 10-story building.
Even apart from being tough, Ed has shown considerable strength when using alchemy.
Like when he created a gigantic golem to crush his opponent.
By measuring the size of the stone golem's thumb, comparing it to the size of the average human's thumb, and using that scale to estimate the size of the golem, that gives us an estimated weight of over 3,000 metric tons.
All this without any Philosopher's Stone, because it turns out those things are really, really messed up.
Right. Philosopher's Stones are extremely powerful and can be used in many different ways. Kimberly the Crimson Lotus Alchemist, for example, used one to create a massive explosion equal to 157 kilotons of TNT. However, it turns out these stones are composed of imprisoned human souls. So Ed and Al vowed to avoid them on principle. Although Ed can boost his alchemic power in a similar manner by drawing on his own life force, increasing his potential at the cost of shortening his lifespan. But that's what Ed ultimately had to learn, what it truly means to let something go. And so he found another way to revive Al's body, sacrificing his own power for the sake of family.
Aw, what a nice guy. But all in all, so long as Ed knows what he's trying to transmute, he's an amazing force to be reckoned with.
Now let's go home. Together.
Yeah, it was dope. That was dope.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, thanks to Blue Apron, I've become a fool.
Okay, pause. Alright, so I'm most likely gonna take out that Blue Apron and that Hims ad at the beginning. Check those two out. Copyright issues. Anyway, after seeing the abilities and like catching myself back up again with Edward and Aang, the only thing that is hindering Aang from winning is his pacifist nature, because that one part when they were showing the mixture of elements about to hit the Fire Lord Ozai and was about to kill him, but he stopped because he stopped himself for actually killing Ozai, whatever, because his pacifist nature. That's like the one thing that I think that's going to come back to haunt Aang, and Edward doesn't really have that problem, because before just losing his powers, he always would go the extra mile to you know, confirm the kill or to get his job done. So I mean, it just depends on if Edward can just survive all the stuff that Aang can do, and if the thing is, okay, the way Aang wins, in my opinion, is that if he takes his ability to do the alchemy, Edward wins. If Aang pacifist nature takes over while he's in the Avatar state. So for me, from what I've seen and like all this stuff in within like the shows and everything, I guess I'm gonna go with Ed, because Ed isn't passive with fighting. Aang is passive with fighting. He will get the job done if need be, but most of the time his pacifist nature stops him because he's an airbender and stuff like that, and that's what they are in the Avatar world, they're pacifists. So I'm gonna go with Ed. With this, first I was going with Aang, but I'm gonna go with Ed. So let's get right into this. Back to it, guys. So play. Oh, Momo.
Sorry, Momo. You're just too little.
Little! Who are you calling a pipsqueak, you stupid hairless kid?
Nobody?
I'll show you!
So I started because he called Momo little and Edward thought he called him little. Oh, Appa Warner posters. So they in Bouncy Say, right? Bouncy Say.
You know, there are actually a lot of advantages to being short. Like, you'll never hit your head on door frames, and,
I'm still growing!
now I gotcha.
He falling because he's at the age of 18.
Ah! Oh no! I'm sorry!
A classic misdirection. That's advantage Elric! Ha! Damn it! How's this for small? What kind of alchemy is that?
In a way, though, Aang shouldn't lose because he's the Avatar.
No, my cabbages!
I won't lose you again. There you are!
Nice try, Shorty! Whew. Can't believe that worked.
Avatar state, yep. I say Aang shouldn't lose, but I can see how he would lose.
At least I'm taller than you.
You left me no choice.
Oh, so they let him. Okay.
Looks like Ed didn't have a leg to stand on.
Okay, so they didn't, cause I thought they was gonna be like, oh, I shouldn't kill him, and they'll do like whatever. Okay, so like I say, he shouldn't lose. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'll take that. I'll take that though. That makes sense. Take that I wasn't wrong.
Yeah, Ed had cool stuff like cannons and gun trumpets, but Aang was fast enough to react to lightning, which is way faster than dodging a measly bullet.
Recall how Ed survived an explosion that destroyed most of a 10-story building. By examining the size of the building and thus the volume of the conical explosion, this blast must have equaled about 30 kilotons of TNT.
That's cool, but Aang did way more when he carved up a circle around that city in Avatar State.
The force to blast such a huge ravine around the city of Yu Dao was a massive undertaking. By measuring the width, length, and depth of the affected area compared to the size of the city, we found it would take almost 160 kilotons of TNT.
Goodness gracious,
More
160?
than 5 times greater than Ed's best durability feat. So Aang definitely had the stuff to crush Ed's automail arm and the rest of him.
Granted, Ed could reach this sort of power by sacrificing his life force. Remember Kimberly's explosion, the one empowered by a Philosopher's Stone, a blast worth 157 kilotons of TNT? That's almost identical to Aang's feat, and theoretically, Ed could have been capable of this level of power. Theoretically. However, a Philosopher's Stone uses many souls, while Ed could only draw from his one. Not to mention, drawing from his own life force meant his power-up had a very short and dangerous duration limit compared to the Avatar state, which has no such limit. But even so, Ed's tactics and creativity kept him in the fight, yet the Avatar's speed, power, and versatility was too much for him. Aang may be a pacifist in canon and would hardly kill anyone, but unleashing his full power is a sight to behold.
Just when Ed thought he had the hang of it, he alchemist the mark.
The winner is Avatar Aang.
Which makes sense.
Thanks for watching this episode of Death Battle. If you want the battle music for yourself, you can get it by clicking the link down below.
And if you'd like to see some more battle and death, make sure to click the link over there.
Let's ride.
Ghost Rider and is that Lobo? That makes sense. Ghost Rider Lobo. That makes sense. That makes sense. Ghost Rider Lobo. I can see that matchup. That makes sense. I was like Lobo. Yeah, it's Lobo. All right. Yeah. So I mean, I was wrong in my guess at the end, but it makes sense. I did guess saying that I wasn't wrong when I was talking about how each could win. And like I said, I thought when he did that move, like the combine of the elements, they was gonna have him stop and like, oh, I shouldn't kill him. But I guess in Death Battle they said, screw that. We're not gonna have his passive nature. He's gonna kill him anyway. So I mean, that just makes sense because it is the combine of all elements of the world: fire, wind, earth, fire. You know what I'm saying? And Avatar State, they like enhances it tenfold and all that. But yeah, guys, this is Aang versus Edward Elric, Avatar versus fullmetal alchemist death battle reaction. So like I say, sub and like on it if you guys like what you've seen here. Subscribe if you're new. Share the video, share cool stuff, Facebook, Twitter, etc. Also as well, the bell notification, hit all when you do that down below. Also as well, we also have a Facebook, a Twitch, a Reddit page, and a Mixer page. All first 4 links down below. Go ahead and follow that down below. Alright guys, without further ado, it's me boy Incog. You guys have a good one. I'm out. Peace.